Have you ever wondered if our beloved Earth could have been something completely different in its ancient past? Could Earth, a planet known for its solid surface and life-sustaining atmosphere, have once been a massive gas giant similar to Neptune or Jupiter? This might sound far-fetched, but a groundbreaking theory suggests just that. In this video, we'll dive deep into the possibility that Earth was once a gas giant, a world of swirling gases and volatile elements before transforming into the solid, life-giving planet we know today. So buckle up as we explore the science behind this shocking idea and what it could mean for the future of planetary science. Let's take a trip back in time, billions of years, to explore the infancy of our solar system and how the Earth's destiny could have been radically different. Stay tuned. To understand this theory, we first need to look at how our solar system was born. Around 4.6 billion years ago, a massive cloud of gas and dust known as the solar nebula collapsed under its own gravity. In the center, this collapse gave birth to our sun, a fiery, glowing ball of nuclear fusion. But the story doesn't end with the sun. As the surrounding gas and dust settled, it began to form rings around the sun, which over time clumped together to create planets. These planets were initially just rocky cores, but some of them gathered massive amounts of hydrogen and helium, the lightest and most abundant elements in the universe. And that's how the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, came to be. These massive planets are made mostly of hydrogen and helium, with small, dense cores deep within their gaseous atmospheres. But could Earth have once been similar to these giants? Today, Earth and Neptune couldn't be more different. Earth is a rocky planet with a solid surface, liquid water, and an atmosphere rich in nitrogen and oxygen, perfect conditions for life. Neptune, on the other hand, is a gas giant with no solid surface. Instead, it has deep layers of hydrogen, helium, and methane, giving it that stunning blue hue. So, how could these two very different worlds possibly be related? Here's where things get interesting. According to some scientists, Earth may not have always been a rocky planet. Some believe that in its very early stages, Earth could have had a thick atmosphere of hydrogen and helium, just like a gas giant. The theory goes like this. During the early days of the solar system, Earth might have started out as a much larger object, possibly accumulating vast amounts of gas from the solar nebula. This means it could have resembled a mini Neptune with a thick hydrogen-helium atmosphere and possibly a much larger size. But here's the kicker. Something happened that caused Earth to lose this thick gaseous layer, leaving behind the solid, rocky core that would eventually become the planet we live on today. One hypothesis suggests that powerful solar winds from the newly formed sun could have blown away Earth's early gas envelope. Another idea is that massive collisions with other protoplanets and objects could have stripped Earth of its gas layers, leaving behind a smaller, denser planet. But the idea of Earth once being a mini gas giant is still debated within the scientific community. Solar winds are streams of charged particles ejected from the sun's outer layers. In the early solar system, these winds were much stronger than they are today, and they played a major role in shaping the planets. As the sun went through its early, volatile phase, it's believed that these intense solar winds could have blown away the light gases from the planets closest to it, including Earth. But it wasn't just solar winds. Earth's early history was marked by violent collisions with other celestial objects. Some of these impacts were so powerful that they could have blasted away any remaining atmosphere Earth had. One of the most famous impacts was with a Mars-sized object that is believed to have created our moon. Could this collision have been responsible for Earth's transformation from a gas giant to a rocky planet? Even after shedding its thick hydrogen and helium layers, Earth still had a dense, toxic atmosphere for millions of years. Scientists believe that Earth's early atmosphere may have resembled that of Venus or Neptune, filled with carbon dioxide, methane, and other gases. It wasn't until Earth cooled and volcanic activity released gases like water vapor, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide that our atmosphere began to change. Slowly, as water vapor condensed into oceans, Earth became more stable, and over millions of years, life began to flourish. But could this early atmosphere have been a remnant of Earth's time as a gas giant? Neptune's atmosphere is made primarily of hydrogen and helium, with trace amounts of methane giving it its characteristic blue color. This composition is very different from Earth's atmosphere today, but some scientists believe that early Earth could have had similar gases before losing them. The idea that Earth was once a gas giant is still a subject of debate among scientists. While the theory is intriguing, there's no direct evidence that proves Earth ever had a massive hydrogen-helium envelope like Neptune. While it's unlikely that Earth was ever a full-blown gas giant, we can't rule out the possibility that Earth might have had a thick atmosphere in its earliest days. Solar winds and impacts certainly shaped our planet in dramatic ways. Planetary formation is a complex and chaotic process, and new discoveries are constantly challenging our understanding. Interestingly, some exoplanets found in distant solar systems have characteristics that blur the lines between gas giants and rocky worlds. These so-called mini-Neptunes have thick atmospheres, but some could eventually lose their gas layers and become rocky planets, much like Earth might have done. If this theory is true, it could completely change our understanding of how planets evolve. Perhaps many of the rocky worlds we see today were once gas giants, transformed by the violent forces of the early universe. Upcoming missions, such as the James Webb Space Telescope and other exoplanet surveys, may help us uncover more about how planets like Earth evolved. Could we find other planets that started out as gas giants, but transformed into Earth-like worlds? So, was Earth once a gas giant like Neptune? While the idea is still speculative, it opens up fascinating possibilities about our planet's past. One thing is for sure, Earth's history is far more dynamic and mysterious than we ever imagined. Whether or not Earth was ever a gas giant, the mysteries of our planet's formation continue to inspire scientists to this day. What do you think? Could our planet have been a swirling, massive ball of gas billions of years ago? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more amazing world facts. Thank you for watching. Stay curious and keep exploring the amazing world of science and nature.